Okay, so have any of you been outside today or looked in the sky today? I'm looking at the moon. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to point it there. It's a full moon, and I have never seen the sky all those colors. Like it's blue, it's like orange, a little bit of like green, indigo, violet, purple. It's like a whole bunch of different colors in one. I just never seen that before. I never seen the moon, and the moon is like a yellow color. I don't know if anybody's been outside. It's like, I don't know, it's like 7 o'clock or something, but it's pretty wild. I'd never seen so many colors in one landscape before. Over here, the sun's going down, and it's you know, orange, yellow, like a orangish color, yellow and blue. And then over here it's like a purple, indigo, violet, orange, green, blue, green color. It's like a rainbow is all across the sky. Like I don't know, I just never seen that before. So that's pretty wild that I'm out here taking a walk and I seen that. So, but look, I don't know where I'm gonna go in this video. I really don't. I just something was just leading me to come out here and record a video really quick. And I don't expect any of this to make sense to I don't expect any of this to make sense because it's coming from me. So how can I give my experience to another person to make another person understand exactly what it is that I am going through, or what I am thinking, or what is happening in my life, or where I'm at, and just all these things. I don't know how to explain them because there really is no explaining it, you know. Even though we as people, we may think slightly different. We may act slightly different. We may do different things. We may talk about different things. And if I happen to get emotional in this video, I can't help it. I have been pretty emotional lately, if I'm being honest. And the reason I did this video, there's a couple reasons I'm doing this video. One is to say that, no, I am not perfect. I am not a perfect person. I'm not perfect. I am a human being that is a flesh vessel. And do I have a soul? Am I delusional for the things that I'm going to say in this video? Is this just my experience? Is this just me saying this? I don't believe that anymore. Now, with my words, I'm kind of hesitating with my next words because I don't want to say something that I am not going to live up to, or that I am going to tell another human being and then not do. And by the way, I am in a place where there's a church and there's crosses all along here, and I'm on this pathway, and there's statues and stuff, even though I don't, statues are statues, but there's places to sit here, and they carved out things, and people set up like wood trails and stuff. So this is pretty neat. I might come back here to do videos. This is a really peaceful place. Like, I didn't even know this was back here. So it's gonna get dark soon. So before the darkness falls upon me, I have some light left. And what can you do without light? What can I do without light? Can't do much if you can't see. I can't do much if I can't hear. I can't do much if I can't speak. I can't do much if I can't walk and talk. But what I'm doing in this video as an individual, but I would like to think that I am speaking for some of the masses or most of the masses, but yet again, I can't make choices. I can't make decisions. I can't live another person's life. I cannot make anybody do anything outside of what they are going to make a choice to do. I know that I'm powerless over those things. Now, the first thing I want to say in this video, I don't want to make this too long because I know how people's attention spans today are near to none because of how bombarded we are with the internet and how we're all looking for these dopamine hits, and it's just right away. Give me, now. This instant gratification stuff. You know, it might feel good, but really, it's not a good thing for the brain. It's really not. It's really not. And I want instant gratification too, if I'm being honest. The flesh does. My flesh wants instant gratification. But my soul, my spirit as a person, it looks for eternal things. It looks for things that are vulnerable and things that are hidden in a person that people will not let the world know because they're in fear of judgment. You know, we're so scared to be vulnerable. We're terrified to be vulnerable with one another. We are scared to share in something together today. It's like this spirit has taken over that is saying, don't mess with that person. You can't trust him or her. You know, that's your enemy there. And this is why I have to say, this is the thing that I learned from the gospel of Jesus Christ, is that I am supposed to love my enemies. I am supposed to forgive those who trespass against me. I am supposed to pray for those who want to do harm. And I'm not bragging when I say this, but I have done that in my life. But yet, I still find myself, and don't ask me why, because I don't know, but I still find myself kind of tormented by things. I don't feel as though, I don't feel as though I have the joy that I once had in my life. I feel like that has been robbed and taken from me. And I think I have been bitter about these things. I've been in denial about so many things. I've been in just absolute denial about my drug addiction. I've been in denial about how I really am as a person. And I'm almost scared to share my vulnerability with the world. It's like, why am I scared that the world will judge me? Why do I fear man and mere woman, even though I feel like I am both of them? I feel, and I know this is going to sound crazy, I can't explain these things to you in a video. It's going to be very hard for me to explain these things to you. You have to take my word. And if I got to say, you got to take my word on faith, or you have to believe what I'm saying, because what I'm telling you is real. It's honest. There's no faking in my act. This is not a game, y'all. This is real life that I'm speaking to you. Why should I fear judgment? Why should I fear if somebody will mock me for saying, praise Jesus Christ for showing me compassion and love and mercy and forgiveness and caring and all the traits that we are supposed to show those who might not know those things because no one has ever showed it to them. And I cannot keep hiding this. I have been hiding this for most of my life. I've been hiding this because my pride and my ego hides it. See, that is the big bad wolf. That's the big bad wolf. And it's there and it's lurking all the time. I know because I have felt these energies. I have felt evil in my life, and I have felt goodness in my life. I have felt both compassion, and I have felt both brutalness and corruption and wickedness. And it's real. These things are real. They are not fake. This is not fake stuff. This is real stuff, folks. This is real life. This is not a joke anymore. And I think that the spirit of our people today, the spirit in America and all throughout the world is so broken, and it's so tore up, and it's just, we're holding on for dear life. We think that we have to hold on to this pride, and we got to hold on to this ego, and we can't tell anybody what's going on in our lives. I can't speak about my addiction. I can't tell anybody how much I really love them and care for them. I can't expose that side of me because the world will judge me and the world will say things about me. And where does that come from? That's a lie. That is a lie in our heads. It's lying to us all the time, every single day. And we call this thing, we use names to call it something. We say it's demonic energies. It's the ruler of this world. And maybe there is something like that. Because there's things on here that I have never told a human soul because it just wasn't the time. I couldn't do it because that vulnerable side of me The side that I want to keep hidden from the world, it just couldn't come out. It could not come out because of my own pride and ego. And even as I walk in this field and there's this beautiful sky and I'm breathing fresh air and I'm alive right now. I'm still in fear that I'm going to come across somebody and I'm going to have to be vulnerable with them. Why? Why am I so scared to be vulnerable with my own flesh and blood, my own people? I couldn't and I can't understand this still, because this is the paradox that is going on all the time in our lives. And what I have learned as a person, until you get something away from you, that thing will be next to you. See, for every action, there is something that is going to happen. For every single problem that is caused, most of the time we are creating it. It's not that it's happening on its own. There is a spirit in us that is making these things happen. When you go into a place in the world where there's crime and there's people that are shooting each other, Bloods and Crips and gangs and all this stuff, that is a spirit there, y'all. That is legions of spirits that are consuming the minds of these men and women, and I see it. I see it all the time. And it's time that we bring these things into the light. We have to stop living in the dark, because where there is darkness, there is nothing. There's nothing where there's darkness. I know. The other day when I did a video, I don't have a lot of time because the sun's going down. See, you don't realize how precious the sun is until the sun is not there. Now, you could say that two ways. The sun is precious until it's not there and you're in absolute dark. Or the son is precious, that compassion and that love and that forgiveness and that mercy and all those things that goodness show us. The good side of our nature, the better side of our, I don't know how that saying goes, the better side of our angels or our demons. I don't know how the saying goes. But I have felt these in my life, and I have done horrible things. I have done horrible things in my life that if there was justice, and there was fairness, I deserve a brutal death myself. I deserve it. I deserve it, and I'm terrified of that. And I am on here to say that today, I fear God. I fear God. I am nothing without God. There's something in me that doesn't want to say that. See, it is the hidden side that doesn't want to say that. It is the side of me that wants to stay hid from everybody. It's the side of me that wants to keep it to myself. I just want it for me. It's all for me, and nobody can know it. Nobody can know that I'm struggling. Nobody can know that I have bared witness to both evil and good. Nobody can know these things, because if they know, then they can use it against me. And this is why these words, no weapon against me shall prosper, because when you receive this, you cannot get this out of your life. I have been trying to get this out of my life. I have been desperately trying to avoid God. I have done everything in my power to say, I want nothing to do with you. Get away from me. I don't need you in my life. But yet this thing, it just keeps, I can't hide it anymore, because it says, if you deny me, I will deny you. I am not denying God anymore. I am not denying the salvation, the saving power in Jesus Christ. I am not denying that anymore. I am nothing. I want to repeat this, my friends. I am nothing without the Creator. I am nothing without God. Now, as much as I can't proclaim that in front of man right now, I'm saying it and I'm making it a public thing. See, the public has become a skeptical that everything is so hidden amongst us. There's someone that wrote a comment the other day. I'm not going to say who it was. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but it was saying something about when we say hi to each other or we greet each other, that is just all outside stuff. It doesn't mean anything. It's not showing anybody anything. It's not going by faith. It's not going by something blind. It's not telling anybody anything. It's not changing people's lives and hearts. It's not doing that. And if I die today, if I die right now, this very moment, even though I am scared of death, I give everything that I am to God and the Lord Jesus Christ. Glory be to Him forever and ever. I am nothing without Him. And I can't even believe I'm saying this to you, because that's how strong pride and ego is. A stronghold, my friends. It is such a stronghold in our lives. We just don't see it because a lot of us, I don't know if we can see the spiritual realm. I don't know if we can see that side of things. But I have seen that side. I have felt that side. I have witnessed that side. As I'm doing this video, I am going through withdrawals as I'm doing this video. I'm withdrawing from dope. I'm sick. My nose is running. I'm getting cold sweats. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to any of you, because I am not hiding anymore. I am coming naked before you. I don't want to hide myself anymore. I'm tired of hiding. I have been hiding my whole life, and I'm tired. I can't hold up this image anymore of myself. I can't act like these things are not going on, and I just keep ignoring them and ignoring them, and it keeps calling out to me day and night, day and night, day and night. You know what I had to do today? I had needles in my room. I had works in my room, gims in my room, whatever you want to call them, pinchers, whatever people want to say they are. Those are an instrument. Those are tools to be used to destroy me. Yet they had a stronghold over me, and I could not let it go. And I said, I have got to throw these things. You see how that happens? My foot gets caught up in a branch as I'm doing this. My foot never gets caught in a branch like that. When you're doing something good, there's always gonna be a snare in front of you. My soul brothers and sisters that are listening to this. And look, I'm not trying to sound holy. I am not trying to brag, because if you boast in anything, you're guilty already, and I can't boast, because it is only by the grace that I did not deserve that I am still alive. I deserve to be dead. I deserved hell. I deserved hell. And I know this might sound foreign to people. I know some people can call me delusional. Some people might call me names. Some people might even spit on me. Some people might mock me. Some people might make fun of me. Some people might not like me for some reason. I can't help that. I don't even know if I want to say I am just a vessel. I don't even know if I want to say that, because then it sounds like I'm bragging again. It sounds like I'm boasting in myself. And like I said, I am nothing. I am nothing. I can do nothing besides what the Creator allows me to do. I cannot breathe. I cannot walk. I cannot talk. I cannot eat. I cannot take another step. If God said, it is your time right now, Nathan Coleman, on this day, March 24th, 2024, and I would fall to my knees and die of a massive heart attack, then that's what God wanted. I have no say over it. I'm powerless. And I will do another video on this. I'm not doing a video right now because it's going into another subject, and there's many subjects that I have to talk about. But I also months ago had something very similar to a near-death experience. Something very similar. And it changed me as a person. I can't describe it to you. I don't know what the heck. I didn't even know what hit me or what happened. It just came out of nowhere. And I can't explain it on here, but it was a dream that I had, that I was being thrown back and forth through all these different places, and I seen all the colors of the world, and I was in all these different scenarios, and I was like electricity being thrown about from place to place, and I couldn't control this, and my body was just going back and forth very violently, and it was so fast I couldn't keep up with it. It's hard to explain. I don't remember the whole dream. I only remember little parts. But besides that, getting into detail, I would have to remember what it was. I can't remember details, but I woke up and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I didn't know where I was. And I was looking death in the face. It was absolutely horrifying. It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. I can't even put it in words to you what happened to me on that day, and ever since then. I have been having these dreams of like hell, like hellish places, and things happening to people, and people dying, and just all kinds of stuff. Women having things happen to them, and men doing bad things, and just really, really bad stuff. Really, really bad stuff. And I know a lot of people might call it all kinds of things. I can't help that. I can't help that. That is out of my control. That's out of my power. I'm putting my life in the hands of something that I fully don't understand. But it's like I'm getting a glimpse of it for some reason. And I'm not saying that I'm better. I'm not saying that I am chosen, or that I have been picked, or that I am some angelic person, or any of that, or I'm a saint. You know how I see it, I think we can all be saints and sinners at the same time, but we have to be wary of what we're doing, and then we have to also be wary when we're calling ourselves saints and good people, because that's when the pride and ego can come in, and it can do things that you just can't imagine. You just can't imagine what these things can do. It's very, very, very tricky. It's like when it says good things come as like a light. See, I'm not here to judge. I am not here to judge. I am not here to judge if there is a ruler of this world. I'm not here to judge the devil or Satan or Lucifer or the bad one or any. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to do that. But it's when you experience these things, it's almost like you have to experience it to understand it. And I have experienced it. And I'm just now beginning this journey to even remotely understand this paradox going on. Because right now, anything can happen. Anything is liable to happen right now. I could be walking and I could run into somebody that wants to snare out my life, and I might not be able to do anything about it. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I fear God, I'm going to call out to God. Because how can I save myself? How can I do anything? How can I do anything? What can I say to this person that might be thinking something like that? What can I say to a person that might be going through something that's going on with them, and I'm not in their shoes, and I don't know what they're going through? I don't know the words to say to them. I don't know what to say. All I can do is hope that I will say something that will persuade or will... No, I don't want to use the word persuade. That seems like trickery. I would have to hope that I say something that would convict that person in a way where they know I don't mean them any harm. And to let them know that I come as a man that is here in the world, and I am having something happen to me that I really don't understand, and I can't put my finger on, but there's something going on that is just unexplainable almost. It can't even... Words can somewhat describe it, but not all the way. It just can't. And this is very strange how it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. You know, the Word. In the beginning was the Word. And it says how God spoke these things into existence. And it's just the more that I am... See, I heard all of this before, but my heart wasn't receiving it. My spirit wasn't receiving it. My soul was not receiving it. I felt it, but I didn't receive it. See, I felt it, but feeling it is not enough. It's something that, like, when you are uncomfortable, you have to go through with that uncomfortableness. Right now, I am completely out of my element. I am absolutely out of my element. The little bit in me that is allowing me to say these things, that is the grace of God allowing me to say it right now. That's what I believe. That's what I believe right now. Am I delusional? I'll leave that up to every single person to decide for themselves. But I want to say this before I get off this video. I only have a couple seconds. If you're being convicted and whatever, that's not a bad thing. That's telling you something. Remember that. I love y'all. See ya. I'm out of time. Later. No, I got 2 more minutes. It's 36 minutes. I thought it was 34. And see, when I say the words, I love everyone, it's because I understand a lot of things. I understand a lot of stuff. And this is a whole other topic. What knowledge can do to you. What knowledge can do to a person. Knowledge drove me to insanity. Knowledge taught me so many things, but at the same time, it drove me out of my mind. Knowledge. Knowledge. Now, we all see knowledge as a good thing, right? It can turn into a very bad thing. See, we all think that fame and fortune is a good thing, right? We think that it's a great thing to happen. But have we not listened to what Jim Carrey said about it? He had to have all those things. The fame, the fortune, the women, the money, the acting, to realize that that did not fulfill him. It actually destroyed him. See, we don't know that until we experience it. And I am just here to say, I hope that if somebody has to go through that, it doesn't even matter what I say because it's out of my control. But may you get through that with mercy and grace, and may your actions, may you be responsible for your own actions. May you take a look at everything you're doing, because there's some of us in the world, we're not really taking a look at what we're really doing with things.